I'm in a tent. It's a tall tent. So I'm actually standing up. So, outfit time. The Supernatural hoodie, blue jeans, white shoes, and there's no coffee yet, so I'm not thrilled. It's 10:51, and let me tell you how the date went. Like, my goodness. So obviously, I did not weigh in. Couldn't do that. Didn't have my scale with me in the campground. I did have a breakfast taco and 2 cups of coffee, black, no sugar, because camping. Everything went really great with the ceremony last night. Everything was fine. Everything was chill. John ran off with the other scouts, doing scout stuff. Obviously, I'm home now. And we had everything fine until about 1:30 in the morning. He calls me because he hears footsteps. I'm like, yeah, there's other people in the campground. No, it's scary. It's super scary. Ultra scary. He's texting me and texting me and texting me till about 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning. So finally, I fell asleep. I keep my phone on silent anyway because my phone gets a lot of spam calls. I did not notice my fitness band buzzing every time he texted me. I fell asleep. He stops texting me around 3:30 in the morning. I have timestamps, and 6:30 in the morning, my older son, Bruce, comes into the adults camp and informs his scoutmaster, who is busy making breakfast and coffee and stuff, and setting up for the morning, that his brother's missing. Well, of course, my eyes pop open. I'm like, what? Right? You know, the mom sense, it's there. He had been pretty panicky the night before. Now I'm hearing, John's missing. My brother's not in his tent. I don't know what happened. And, so, like, I unzip the tent door, wave him over. I'm like, look, did you check the bathroom? Yeah, we checked the bathroom. Check the other bathrooms, because he knows where those are. So he might not have known where the closer ones are. And then check the car. Well, where's the car? It's behind the other set of bathrooms. Also, check the playground. He's an early bird. He may have just gone to, play on the monkey bars or some crud. Fell and broke his leg. You don't know. So I'm like trying to get myself together, put clothes on, and I was just about to go tear up the whole dang park to go find my kid. And it turns out the scoutmaster goes over to his tent to just double check on this because this has happened before with another kid. He was still sleeping in his sleeping bag. His brother just couldn't tell it was him. So I guess my dad has the right idea. He called it a ground check. Basically, you open up the tent, you pull a sleeping bag out. If there's somebody in the sleeping bag is not going to move. If the sleeping bag comes out of the tent without the person in it, you will either see the person or the person is not in the tent. Okay, so that is probably better than what I told Bruce to do, which is next time he can't tell if his brother is in his sleeping bag or not, poke him with a stick. So, that's my morning. 3.5 hours of sleep, heart attack, 2 cups of black coffee. The coffee was really good. I kind of miss percolated coffee. But, I need to sleep. But first I gotta bring in my medications because they are all out in my bag in the back of the car. Because I have not unloaded anything yet. Except my purse. Okay, I'm not entirely sure that camping calories count, so I'm going to just estimate the breakfast taco I had earlier. And I really did burn a lot of calories camping. But I'm going to have this stuff for lunch, and then I'm probably going to get into some of this. This is like Valentine's gift. And I happen to know somebody's gonna see this later. Thank you for this. 100 calories for 2 pieces of chocolate means I can pretty much pig out. Well, for me, I'd be pigging out. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock, and we're sitting here binge watching Cobra Kai, and this fella just took his socks off, and I told him if he doesn't stop leaving his socks in here, because I don't use his socks, only he uses his socks, that I was going to start saving them up, and I'm going to make a wreath out of them and hang that on his bedroom door.
No.
You have to stop leaving them in here. Ow. Arm, dude. That is why I'm covered in bruises.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to cut that out. So, from here on out, the socks, where do the socks go?
On my door as a wreath.
No.
Yes.
No, you take them to your room. You take them off, you take them into your room. I am not here.
There will be a wreath.
I will staple them all together in a wreath.
No staples.
Okay, then because you're going to be picking the staples out, or you won't have any socks. I win.
That's what you think.
I win. Somehow, I still wound up heading out to the store to get milk and eggs, because apparently that's all we eat around here. Milk, eggs, and stuff that contains milk and eggs. Finally back from the store. That was fun. I saw a bunch of people without their freaking masks on. It's almost 8 o'clock, and I am all set for dinner, and then maybe I'll remember what sleep is. I'm kind of going easy on the calories right now, so this is actually salad with very spicy taco meat and the extra cheese with the last of my tomatoes because I needed the container out of the fridge. And this is a really sorry substitute, but pretty decent drink. There's not enough like strawberry daiquiri for what I want, but will certainly do. Jose Cuervo, you are a friend of mine. I like to drink you with a little crystal light. This is not bad. It's 1:14. And I am still running on the same 3.5 hours of sleep, so hopefully I'm going to conk out here shortly. We watched a bunch of Cobra Kai, and then we watched some Attack on Titan, and I'm having fun with both of those shows. But to kind of switch up what I'm doing and not watch ahead of John, I put on a documentary about Doc Holliday. This is getting interesting. Doc Holliday was not an actual doctor, he was a dentist. Technically speaking, that's a type of doctor, I guess. Only he, as far as I can tell, didn't actually earn his doctorate because he was all set up for this final exam to get his doctorate or certificate or whatever they had for credentials, but he was 5 months short of turning 21, which he had to be to get accredited by this school. So I don't know if he was legit or not, but he certainly traveled around being a dentist. I mean, I guess there's worse things to be, but then again, he was also heavily into alcohol and gambling, which are fun in moderation. This is nothing like that movie Tombstone, you know it? Or at least not in the backstory. He was a dentist. Yeah, but Val Kilmer sent him to fix some teeth on the island of misfit toys. I think it's clear to see we have hit that point where everything is funny because I'm too tired not to laugh. So I'm going to put this documentary back on. I'm going to try really hard to just... Hopefully I will fall asleep before it's over. You know, I'm already half done with it. Tomorrow is supposed to be rainy, just like all weekend was supposed to be rainy, and the weather forecast just kept pushing it back. I don't know what was up with that. And maybe I can get some of this stuff unpacked, cleaned up, and re-stowed back into the camp gear for our next fun adventure with no sleep, black coffee, and morning heart attacks. I shouldn't joke about heart attacks because my late grandfather had several heart attacks. But it wasn't actually the heart attacks that did him in. So. Okay, but I am all set for tomorrow. I'll have as little as possible. That's it. Kind of the same with the rest of the week as far as I know. I don't think we have anything going on. You know, I have camped on full moons before, and John has always just passed out around 8 o'clock. He didn't get riled up with, singing and storytelling and all of that. And then, I never had Bruce report him missing first thing in the morning either. Full moon. That's probably what it was. Like the one time they act on that and go completely bonkers, it was this time. Okay. I'm calling it a night. Thanks for sharing my day with me.